So now students, now let us start a new subject, that is the irrigation engineering, right? I hope that you have clear concepts of hydrology, right? If hydrology concepts are not clear, because after hydrology only we are starting with the irrigation engineering, right? Because only after hydrology we come to the next, you can say the next subject, that is the irrigation engineering, right? So in the first topic, the introduction to irrigation engineering. So first of all, let us discuss what is actually irrigation, right? So you must be knowing what is irrigation. We are applying water to a particular field. We are growing crops. It can be a cash crop. It can be any other crop, right? It can be a rabi crop. It can be a kharif crop, right? So we are applying water, right? Okay, so this is the, you can say, the layman thing, or the basic idea, or the gross idea you know about irrigation, right? Now, as far as the technical idea is concerned, if somebody asks you in interview that what is irrigation engineering, so what you will say that irrigation engineering is an artificial application of water, is an artificial application of water to crops from sowing to harvesting, from sowing to harvesting, right? That it is an application, it is an artificial application, because you are applying your water to a particular field, to a particular crop artificially, right? So these artificial application of water to crops from sowing to harvesting. Sowing means that when you are sowing the crop, the initial period, and harvesting when you cut the crops, right? And the period between sowing and harvesting, this time period is known as crop period. So the time period between sowing and harvesting is known as crop period. Clear? Now I hope that you have understood. If somebody asks you in, you can say in an interview that what is irrigation engineering, you will be able to answer the question, right? Okay. Now the thing about irrigation engineering, before starting the irrigation engineering subject, so let me tell you one thing, that in irrigation engineering, if the gate authorities, they are setting question paper, you can say they do not play much with the concepts, because concepts are more or less the same, right? Even if I am teaching you, some other faculty is teaching you, concepts are all same, but you can say the gate authorities, they are playing with the words actually, right? So in irrigation engineering, words should be kept in mind, that which word is to be used. For example, when I will be teaching irrigation engineering, inundation irrigation, we have the flood irrigation, right? We also have the artificial natural irrigation. So what are these types of irrigation? So the gate professors, they can play with words, right, in irrigation engineering. Okay, so this was about the crop period. Now let's first of all, now starting the introduction to irrigation engineering. Now let us first of all understand the types of irrigation, right? So what are the various types of irrigation, and which I am going to teach you right now is very important, because many times theoretical questions have been asked from this topic. Even recently it was some state PS exam, or I guess SSC JEE exam. So this question was asked from this table. I am going to draw a table about the types of, you can say, irrigation, right? So we have three types of irrigation. Let me rub this. So we have three types of irrigation. Now this table is very important. This should be on your fingertips. The table which I am going to draw right now, right? So types of irrigation. So types of irrigation, right? So broadly classifying, the irrigation is classified into three types. So the first type is surface irrigation. The second type is, if it is surface, it will be subsurface or below the surface, right? And that is subsurface irrigation. And the third type is known as the overhead irrigation. Right? Now let us discuss about the surface irrigation. So as from the name, because being a civil engineer, you should play with names, right? So as from the name it is clear that surface means on the surface. So what we are doing in a surface irrigation, we are allowing water, we are giving water to a particular field, to a particular land in which the surface gets wet. So the surface becomes wet. So in bracket I am writing surface is wet. Surface is wet. It also has few types that I will tell you, right? Now coming to the subsurface, if the surface is wet, obviously here surface will be dry. So surface is dry. Clear? Now what about the overhead irrigation? So in overhead irrigation, what we do, the basic, you can say the most important type of overhead irrigation is known as the sprinkler irrigation, right? So in sprinkle, what is happening? A type of rain is there, right? Sprinkle, the water is sprinkled on the plants, right? So you can say the most important type of overhead irrigation is sprinkler system. Sprinkler system. Sprinkler system is the most important type of overhead irrigation. Clear? Now let me tell you about the surface irrigation. What we are doing is that this is a land, right? This is a land. Crops are there in on surface of land. We have crops, right? So what we are doing is that we are providing water. We are providing water directly to land. So what is happening? The surface becomes dry. The surface becomes dry, and due to the gravitational action of water, it also goes to the root zone also. Due to the gravitational forces, it also goes to the root zone. Now what is happening in subsurface irrigation? Now this is the surface, let us say we have crops here. Crops are on the surface. So what we are doing is that we are not providing water from above the surface, we are providing water from inside the surface. Now how we are doing it, I will be explaining you. We have two types of subsurface, natural and artificial. I will be explaining, right? And in overhead, what we are doing is that, let us say this is a ground, right? Now these are the crops. So what we are doing is that we have a sprinkler or a series of pipes are there, right? A network of pipes are there, so the water is sprinkled. This water is sprinkled on the crops, right? Just like rain, just like rain is happening, you must have seen. So these type of, you can say, arrangement is there in case of your overhead irrigation. Clear? Now let us first of all understand the types of surface irrigation. So let me rub this. So now let us first of all discuss the types of surface irrigation. So let me draw, let me extend this table, right? So let me extend the table. So surface irrigation can be of two types. It can be of, you can say, flow type. It can be a lift type irrigation. So what is happening in flow, we are allowing water to just flow over the land. And what is happening in lift type, now lift type of irrigation, you must have seen the tube wells, the water pumps. What we are doing is that we are taking water from groundwater, we are taking groundwater and then we are doing irrigation. So you can see in flow type irrigation, the water is applied from a higher elevation to lower elevation. In case of a lift irrigation, water is lifted from a lower elevation and provided to a higher elevation, right? So in bracket I am just writing to make you understand. In, you can say, the lift irrigation, so lower to higher elevation. Lower to higher elevation. Lower to higher elevation, right? And here it is opposite, that is higher to lower elevation. Higher to lower elevation. Simple, right? Now what is the best example for this lift irrigation? That is, we have tube wells. So tube wells is the best example. Clear? Now coming to the flow irrigation, right? So flow irrigation is also, you can say, two types. So one is the perennial and another one is the unundulation or flood type. Now let me write it like this. So one is, you can say, perennial, right? Perennial, yes, perennial. Perennial means it is, you can say, throughout the year it is perennial, right? Another type of irrigation is known as the flow irrigation, or known as the inundation irrigation. Inundation or flow irrigation is also known. It is also known as, you can say, flood irrigation, flood irrigation, right? Now what is perennial? Perennial which is lasting for throughout the year. So perennial irrigation can only happen when you have a particular source which is flowing in that particular catchment area or particular field area, right, throughout the year. For example, let us say you have Ganga river, you have Brahmaputra river, right? These rivers are known as the perennial rivers. Why? Because these rivers are flowing throughout the year, right? So when you are doing irrigation, you can do irrigation at any time, whether it is night, whether it is day, whether it is April, whether it is the month of December. So you can do irrigation at any time and in any month. So these types of irrigation are known as the perennial irrigation, right? Inundation of the flood type of irrigations are only caused when suppose that you have a monsoon, right? You have some monsoon, at that time you can have the inundation or the flood type of irrigation, right? Flood irrigation. IERR means irrigation, right? Now, perennial is also classified into two types. So one is the storage. One is the storage, and another one is direct. Direct. So in storage, what we are doing is that we are making some storage structures. For example, you are making a dam, right? Best example would be dam. Let me use another marker to make you understand. Let us say that we are using dam, right? So in dam, what we are doing is that we have stored water. So when we have stored water, the water which will be utilized, the stored water for irrigation purposes is known as the storage irrigation. Now, what is direct irrigation? Direct irrigation, what we are doing is that we are providing a barrier. For example, it can be a barrage, it can be a weir. In canal regulatory works, I'll be explaining what is barrage and what is weir. So we are providing barrage or we are providing weir, and we are stopping water, and then we are, you can say, diverting water in canals, right? So that type of irrigation is known as a direct irrigation. Okay? So the example is dam. For here we have barrage or weir, barrage or weir, etc. Clear? Perennial, you can say 24 into 365, right? And what is undulation of flood type? Sometimes, like best example would be monsoon. Best example monsoon, and here the best example would be Ganga river or Brahmaputra, etc. Okay, so lift type is also has also been taught. Now coming to the subsurface irrigation, right? So subsurface means it is happening, the irrigation is happening below the surface of earth, right? So subsurface irrigation is also classified into two types. So let me draw with the, let's say, a black marker, right? So no need to go much in detail for the overhead irrigation. So sprinkler is the best type of overhead irrigation. So now coming to the subsurface. So subsurface is also classified into two types. First one is natural, another one is artificial. Now coming to the natural from the name it is clear, it is happening naturally. So we have two cases in which the water can be applied direct to the, you can say, roots of the crops or roots of the plants. We have two types of cases. The first case would be just apply some rain. So first case would be, suppose that we have a canal. Let us say a canal is there. This is the canal. Clear? This is a canal. Some water is going in the canal, and let us say here the canal is at a higher elevation, and let us say at a lower elevation we have some crops. Let us say we have some crops here. So what is happening? There are two types of canals. One is a lined canal, another one is a non-lined canal, right? So what are lined canals? Now to prevent seepage, if you apply, you can say, some concrete or you can say tiles or anything on the periphery of the canal, then seepage losses are minimal or very less losses, and these types of canal are known as lined canals, right? And the type of canals in which you do not provide any type of, you can say, any type of structure or any type of protection for the seepage, those canals are known as the unlined canals. So let us say that you have an unlined canal. It means that no tile, no concrete, nothing has been provided. So what will be happening when discharge is there in the canal? There can be seepage. Like this. Seepage is basically losses of water. Seepage can be there, right? Seepage you must have studied in detail while going through the geotechnical engineering part, right? So seepage, due to seepage, this seepage water can go to the root zone, of plants directly, right? So this type of irrigation is known as subsurface, and the class would be natural type, right? Naturally. And the type of irrigation can be like this. For example, you have crops. This is the water table, right? Due to capillary action, Due to capillarity, what is capillarity? You must have studied in geotechnical engineering. So due to surface tension, the water it moves up due to surface tension, right? That is known as the capillarity. We have various formulae, the height up to which the capillarity action can take place. H is equals to 4 sigma upon rho GD. You must have heard. Hc is equals to capillarity height is 4 sigma upon rho into G into D. 4 sigma cos theta. Nearly theta is taken as, you can say, 0 degree. So that is 4 sigma upon rho GD. From there you can get the maximum height of capillarity, right? So due to capillarity action, this is your water table, right? The water can go or can reach up to the root zone of plants due to capillarity action, right? So that is how also irrigation tank can take place. So these types are known as the natural type of subsurface irrigation. Clear? Now coming to the artificial type. In artificial type, what we are doing is that below the ground level, we are you can say we are providing a network or a series of drains. Why we are doing is that because first of all, to minimize the evaporation losses. Second thing would be, for example, these types of irrigations are generally implemented in those areas where there is water scarcity or the arid regions, right, in which the water, you can say, is very less or very expensive. There what we are doing is that, suppose that this is a ground level, these are the crops, plants. So what we are doing is a series of network of drains is inside the, you can say, inside ground, right? A series of drains. So by drop directly to the roots of the plants, we are providing water, right? So this type of irrigation is known as the artificial subsurface irrigation. This is very costly and hardly adopted in India. If in India you are doing irrigation in the arid regions, for example Rajasthan, or let's say the Kutch region, so what we are basically doing is that we are going with the drip irrigation system. Now what is drip irrigation? I'll be explaining you that also, right? And the next type of irrigation is the overhead irrigation. So these are the broad classification of irrigations, right? Now questions what have been asked is that inundations, this question was asked in SSC JEE exam 2018, that inundation system is a type of, it is a flow type of irrigation system, right? So these questions have been asked in examination. In Uttarakhand AE also, this question was asked that storage type of irrigation is a type of perennial irrigation. So these types of questions have been asked very frequently. So this table, whatever I have written on this board right now, which is in front of you, is very important, right? You should have this table, you can say, on your mind. The image of this table should be on your mind, that whenever question is coming, either from this or whatever, you should be able to answer the question. Okay? In GATE examination, it has very less chances of being asked these types of questions, theoretical questions. But in some other examination, it can be ESE examination, state level examination. In other examination, this table has a very high probability of being asked. Okay? So this table should be clear to you. So I hope, students, that you have understood the introduction to irrigation engineering, right? Now let us move forward and see what are the various techniques of irrigation. Now from there, the GATE examination syllabus actually starts, right? That is the techniques of irrigation. We have the flood irrigation, basin irrigation, we have the border irrigation, and what are the various formulae, and we will also solve some numericals also on the basis of the techniques of irrigation. So let's move forward to the next topic, techniques of irrigation. Thank you.